breath. Exhale, do that again. All right, guys, hold your march. Stay here for 4, 3, step touch to the right. Step touch. So we're going to take about 3 to 4 minutes and just get them off the floor. It is crucial that you warm up before you do any type of workout. All right, we're going to reach those arms up. Hamstring curl behind. So if you're a runner, you're going to walk first. Okay, don't just like get on the treadmill or leave your house and start running. If you're doing strength training, you got to warm up the muscles before you pick up weight. Now we're going to bring the left knee forward, right knee, reach the arms way up. I want you guys to try to get your knee higher than your knee ball. Big movement. 8 more knees. 6, 4, 3, 2. Now take those feet really wide. We're going to tap the toe, reach that arm up. So if you're just coming in, we do have class on Thursday. It's 4th of July. I will be here. Now reach it across the body. The gym has limited hours. And we only have group fitness classes until noon that day. All right, guys, reach it forward. Hamstring curl. Nice. Last 8. Are we starting to feel a little warmer? 2 more. March in here. Okay, plant those feet so they're hip distance and squat. You're going to push your hips back. Good. Weight is in your heels. When you squat, I want you to think about what it looks like when you sit in a chair. Dropping that lower body low. Then everybody check to make sure your step is locked in with your risers. Because we're going to be standing on top of that step. And I want you guys to be safe. If you're just coming in, you need one of these bands. You need one of these gliders. I have an extra one so somebody can take. You only need 1. 2 more. Last one. Okay, hold that squat. Place the hands above the knees. You're going to slowly round up. Roll those shoulders back. Pick up your heaviest dumbbells. We're going to start with biceps. Okay. Who's enjoying the 70s music? Alright, good stuff. So we're going to take it to a bicep curl, right knee. We're going curl, curl, curl down on forward. Left knee. 1, 2, 3, down on forward. Curl, 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 bring it down. Good morning, we're just getting started. Just getting started, ladies. Jump right in. So you don't have to have a step. Okay, step is optional. So if you're coming in, let's say you're running, just kind of running in, and you're like, I just want to grab my weight, totally fine. Now I want you to loosen up your grip. And you want to bring the arms down so that they're going 95% straight at the bottom. Good. As the legs get warmer, you're going to lift that knee higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to mix things up a little because we don't want our body to adapt or get comfortable. 2 more like this, then we're going to make a change. Keep that loose grip. 1 more. All right, get ready, Tuesday. Tempo pace. Curl. Now when we increase the tempo, you got to make sure you're not swinging the arms. It's a curl. If it's too hard, switch to 1 arm at a time. I want you guys to look at this from the side perspective. Notice how my back doesn't move. So I'm not going to do this kind of thing. Okay, I'm not going to cheat and throw my back into it. I'm going to isolate the bicep. Good job. We should be feeling something in our bicep. We should be starting to feel some muscle fatigue. 4 more. We're going to slow things down again. 2 more like this. Get ready. Left knee, bring up for 3. 1, 2, 3, down on 4. Right knee, 2, 3, down on 4. Curl, 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 lower. Good job, guys. Elbows are tucked in tight. You want to have a little bit of an open hand when you do this bicep curl. So really isolate the bicep and not bring the forearm into it. Two go like this. You're almost down the biceps. One more here. And I want you to dig deep. Last time, tempo pace. 12 and you're done. Are we experiencing that muscle fatigue? Right there with you guys. 8 more. Get your back out of it. Good job. 6. 5. These weights should be feeling really heavy. Here we go. 2 more. Last 1. Shake it out. Regular dumbbells. 1 glider. I have extra glider if somebody wants to grab one. Okay, 2 regular dumbbells in your hand. The gliders are in the closet, you guys, in a little bag on the floor. Okay, we're going to take it. We're going to do the right leg first. Put your left toes on the glider. All toes are pointing forward. Let's start with those feet together. So you're going to lunge back for 2, slide this for 2. Lunge back for 2, slide this for 2. So you're going to take the glutes, contract as you bring that glider back in. Count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To protect the front knee, you've got to take that foot way back there. Okay, Tuesday, who thinks we should add some arms to this? Right arm, lateral raise, straight up to the side. Left arm, 2, 3, 4. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going with the beat of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take that left knee, try to drop it lower. In this class, we do what's called compound movement. So we're working upper body and lower body together. Super efficient way to do strength training. I've been working in the gym for 33 years. And I've seen crazy stuff. I've seen people who spend 3 hours working out. 3 hours. Now nobody needs to be in the gym for 3 hours unless you're a professional athlete. We don't have time for that. We want to get in and out. Who's tracking with me? 1 hour is plenty of time, you guys. Plenty of time. If you ever want to show up early, I get here at 7:30 to do my own core workout. You are welcome to join me for about 10 to 12 minutes of core. Everybody should be doing core work. Okay, try to get that left knee a little bit lower. So in 30 minutes time, we will work every major muscle in the body. How's that right gluteal doing? Nice. Make sure you don't take your dumbbell any higher than the shoulder. You are placing that dumbbell. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Any beaches fans in the room? Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. All right. Muscle fatigue kicking in, yes? Remember, your goal when you do strength training is to get the muscles tired. Muscle fatigue is good. If we don't get the muscles tired, we're not going to get to our ultimate goal, long-term goal, which is to create and maintain lean muscle mass. Last 4 and you're done. You're going to make it. Come on, you're strong. That's 2. Here we go, 1 more. All right, guys, shake it out. Switch over to your heavy dumbbells. We got that. Now, my friends who are on the floor, you don't have to have a step. You can always come to the edge of the stage. I'm happy to share my space. All right, keep it distance, look forward. Drop So you're bringing your dumbbells directly to your wrist cage, leading with the elbow. Now I want you guys to look at my knees, and then look at your knees using the mirror. Your knees should only be bent a little. Keep going, keep going. Your knees should only be bent slightly. Okay. Well done. We're just getting started. Come on in. Strength training for 30 minutes, yoga for 30 minutes. It's a hybrid class. Yeah. When we start, we warm up just a little bit before it. Yeah. So come on in. Go ahead and grab some weights. You don't have to grab a step. So you guys, we're going to do 2 more. The reason we have to warm up a little bit early is we have a lot to do. 1 more. We have a class right after ours. All right, we're going to carefully step down. How you guys feeling? Back to regular dumbbells. Anybody working hard already? Yeah. Okay, regular dumbbells. If you can't find the weights you're looking for, you can grab a weight plate or 2 or kettlebell. We're going to do triceps. All right, so raise your arms overhead. You're going to drop for 2, lift for 2. Abduction, left leg. Now we're going to count to 4. Count with you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Count those arms in tight. Dumbbells are going to disappear behind your head. Good. So welcome everybody. Yeah, try to help me spread the word that we warm up. We warm up at 7:50 just because we have a class right after ours. So we have to do strength training, every major muscle group, and yoga. And we're going to try to get out of here before the next class runs us over. Okay, let's do 2 more. Dumbbells disappearing. 1 more. All right, let's go to that knee lift tempo. Tuck those arms in tight. Now Tuesday, there should be no gap between your arms and your ears. So check this out. This is cheating. You guys see what I'm doing wrong? Cheating takes time. Close up the gap. Close it up. 8 more. You should be feeling some burning. 6. Excellent. Last 4. 3. Now you're going to take deep with me. 2. Slow it down. Last set. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. Does anybody notice it feels harder when we slow it down? Yes, you know why? We took that little bit of momentum out of the exercise. Last 4 and you're done. Who's feeling some burning? I'm right there with you guys. 2 more. Yes, you're gonna make it. Last 1. All right, put those dumbbells down for a second. Take your band. My friends who just came in, we got bands right here. Go ahead and grab one. And I'm talking to my boss about why you don't have any red. Somebody has taken the red band and disappeared with them. Blue are the hardest, then red, then green. All right, so we're going to put our band on our thighs. And you're going to make sure that it's not bunched up. Not bunched up. So it's flat. Okay. Technical problems with mine. Okay. Also, you guys, I always forget to say this because I'm 50. Check your band before you use it. Look at it for little rips, little tears. If this band breaks, you're not going to get hurt. Okay, feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Toes are pointing forward. We're in a squat. The band adds extra resistance. So you're going to look up at the word fitness. We sit for 2, 3 up, squeeze. Okay. Before we add arms, I'm going to look at everybody's form and just make sure we're tracking the good form. All right, so keep your chest up. Some of you guys are doing this. Check this out. Please don't do this. Okay? That is not how I sit in the chair. You're going to hurt your back. So, bend your knees. Get that booty low. Bring the dumbbells here. do one in each hand, obviously. You can also take the lighter dumbbells that we have, those smaller ones, the red ones, and you can double up, okay? Put 2 dumbbells in each hand. Now we're going to do 2 more here, and then we're going to hold our squats. 1 more here. Looking strong. All right, hold your squat. Put your weight on your shoulders. Everybody look at the left side here. Check your form. Does it look like you're sitting in a chair? Now hold it. Little tiny pulses up. So you're going to stay low. Little baby pulses. Good job. Can you bend your knees a little more? Can you drop your booty just a tiny bit lower? Looking strong. So your feet should be a little wider than your chest. All right. Yeah, help yourself. Are we out? Did we run out of bands too? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. You can do this one without a band. Sorry, you guys. The best you guys can do to help me is there's a business card in the back. My boss, her name is Lisa Shelley. You can email her, hold it. All right, now we're going to move to the right. We're going to step it. Step. We're doing 2, go back to the left. So you can email her and say, you know, we love our Connected Perfect classes, and we need more dumbbells and more bands. Can you guys do that for me? Because I have done it until I'm blue in the face. But guess what? Y'all are the customers, you're paying your company, they're going to listen to you. Okay, who's ready to add some arms to this? We're going to go lateral raise, then to arm. So you're moving, go left for 2. You're squatting, go right for 2. Nice. Go left for 2. I want you to stretch it at the end like you're trying to break it. Right for 2. Good, get low. Left for 2. We should get uncomfortable. Right for 2. You guys with me? Left for 2. Out of that comfort zone. Good place to be. Right for 2. Yes, you're going to make it. Left for 2. Okay, last time right. Yes, you can. Last time left. And release it. Okay. Take that band off. Pick up your heavy dumbbell. My friends who don't have a step, you can do this deadlift on the floor or come to the edge of the stage here. All right, heavy dumbbells. Jump on top of the step. Feet are hip distance. Everybody ready? 2 and 2. You're going to drop for 2. Bring it up for 2. Deadlift. Okay, adding the arms. Here we go. We're going to reach, hip row, reach, neutral spine. Now Tuesday, I want you to keep your back safe and healthy. This is a neutral spine. I'm going to show you guys what not to do when you deadlift, okay? One more like this. I'm going to show you what not to do. Please don't do this. Check this out. You guys see what I'm doing? See how I'm arching my back now? I'm exaggerating, but I don't want you to do that. For some reason, when we deadlift, people think that's part of the move. It's not. Not supposed to be. All right, your back is flat. Your chest is lifted. Again, compound movement. The deadlift focuses on the hamstrings and the glutes. Bend over row focuses on your back muscles, specifically the lats, the trapezius, rhomboid. Pull that navel in towards your spine. Are you guys using your mirrors to make sure your back is flat like the table? Yes, good job everybody. Last 4. Listen to the beat. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 2 more. Here it is, last 1. Okay, we're going to carefully step down. Go back to your regular dumbbell. Now, you're going to get your gliders. The gliders are in the closet in the cup. You're going to place the dumbbell and endeavor goes higher than your forehead. Good job. Now, who thinks we can work a little harder? I love asking this question because you guys all look at me like, are you kidding? Who thinks we can work a little harder? That's better. Take your right knee and drop it lower. Here's what I know about fitness, you guys. I've been doing this since 1991. Here's what I know for sure. What we put into this is what we get out of it. So, if I come in here and I kind of do it halfway because I don't want to be uncomfortable, I'm not going to get good results. If I come in here and I tell myself, this is going to be hard. I'm going to be uncomfortable for an hour. I'm going to crush this thing. And I'm going to be more likely to get the results I'm looking for. Does anybody want good results? Yes, of course you do. You're not here because you have nothing else to do on a Tuesday morning. Nice. So your effort is what matters. You gotta have good effort, good intensity, and good form. Now I'm going to add a fourth component. You gotta have good nutrition. I don't know about you guys, but that's the hardest part for me. I love to work out. I mean, I would do this for free. They're not exactly paying me the big bucks, but I would do it for free. And I've told my boss that many times. You really don't have to pay me. She's like, California has laws about that. Yes, we do. Alright guys, try to get that right foot to go back a little further. But seriously, about the nutrition, if you want good results, about 80% of the results are going to come from what you put in your mouth. Eating and or drinking. I know that's the hard part. Because I'm right there with you guys. So you got to focus on good nutrition. Real clean food. Protein centered. All of your meals should comprise of mainly protein. Ladies, we're not eating enough protein in this country. The men have us beat by double the grams of protein. Alright, last four. If you want muscle, you gotta have protein. There's no way around it. Two more. I'm vegetarian, my vegans, you can do it. It's gonna be harder. Last one. Okay, shake it out. How are you feeling, everybody? Okay, muscle fatigue, yes? Somebody repeat after me. Muscle fatigue is good. Okay, I'm all down straight straight. Same medium dumbbell. You're going to tilt forward slightly. Open the arms for two. Close the arms for two. Left leg. Good. Flex that foot. So I weigh 140 pounds. I try to get my goal for protein daily is 130 to 140 grams of protein. All the research tells us 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. So if I weigh 140 pounds, but I really want to weigh 130 pounds, that can change the number of grams. So you get the idea. Alright guys, get those arms a little straighter. Why do we want muscle? Why is muscle important? Yeah, exactly. Good job, Kelly. Correct answer. So if you want a metabolism that functions really well, think about a furnace that works efficiently. You gotta have muscle to burn those calories. So muscle is metabolically active tissue, fat is not. Everybody's like, sign me up, how do I get the muscle? What you're doing right now. Strength training is the only way to get muscle, you guys. You cannot take a shot. You cannot do an injection. You can't take a pill. In fact, those of you who are interested in doing those GLP agonists like those Ozempic, guess what the research shows? Those people are losing muscle. That is not a long-term solution. All right, we got 2 more to go. There's no shortcuts in fitness. We got to do the work. One more. All right, guys, get ready. Feet up, elbows touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to do our strength training, ideally 2 to 3 times a week. So we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. By the way, does anybody know what Thursday is? It's 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Do we have class on Thursday? Yes, we do. I expect to see all of your beautiful faces here at 7:50. Whatever you're doing on 4th of July, you have 1 hour to work out, yes? Before you do all your stuff, all your fun stuff. Wear red, white, blue on Thursday. All right, squeeze those glutes. So ideally, strength training 2 to 3 days a week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, you do yoga sculpt with me. Also cardio. Is everybody doing cardio? As some of you guys know, I have 2 amazing dogs. I have 2 wonderful dogs, Maverick and Gunner. I walk them every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Does that count as a pop quiz? Does that count as my cardio? No, absolutely not. Walking is better than not walking, but it's not cardio. All right, let's do one more. Put your weights down. I'll explain why that's not cardio. Okay, we're in our squat. Head up, chest up. Bring those hands to the low back. Maybe pulses up. The definition of cardio, as defined by the American College of Sports Medicine, is sustained aerobic activity in which you keep your heart rate at about 80% of max. Depending on your age, depending on your heart condition, sustained aerobic activity. We should be breathless when we do our cardio. It should be hard to talk. My dog walk doesn't count. All right, guys, hold it down there. Reach it up. Hands above the knees. Slowly round up. You are done with your strength training. We made it. All right, friends, I want you to keep your steps. This next class is going to do this. We are going to take our shoes off for yoga. We have yoga mats for you in the closet. They are the black mat. So the black mat, not the ones in the back of the room. Okay, those are not yoga mats. Now, I highly recommend that you go to Marshall and pretend that we're maybe $12 in inflation now. Get your own mat, because here's the thing. I worked at a Gold's Gym before I came here. I worked at the gym for 14 years. 14 years at one gym, they never ever cleaned the mats. 14 years. So, if you have your own mat, you're in control of that. All right, guys, we're transitioning to yoga. So we're going to take those shoes off. And again, I apologize about the lack of equipment here today. So I really want you guys to, we really need to speak up about that, because, gosh, it's really on my hands. Okay, so we do have, Diana's not here today, but Diana is, she's funny. She brings her own band. She brings her own stuff, which is not a bad idea. Okay, we're going to come down. When you're ready, to all fours to begin. Now we're going to start
with what's called the spinal balance. This is a really good one to do first thing in the morning, just to kind of reset your back. So we're extending the right leg straight behind, left arm reaches straight forward, and we're looking down at the floor. Also, if you guys can make sure your phones and watches are on silent, that would be wonderful. All right, we're going to change sides, extending that right arm forward, left leg back. Nice flat back, neutral spine. You're going to take this and turn it into a flow. So you're simply reaching opposites, pause, and then change sides. Now in yoga, we try to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, using that ujjayi breath. And so for my friends who are just coming in or came in a little bit after we started, I do have a YouTube channel, and it's for you guys. It's not for me. You don't have to follow me. I don't care about any of that stuff. Take a picture of this before you leave today. So if you can't make it to class, we have videos. I'm making one right now. We have videos. Don't worry, I'm not filming you guys. I'm just filming me. So that you can have that resource if you're on vacation or you can't make it. All right, let's do that one more time. I also have hour-long yoga videos from my Saturday class. Now you're going to pause here, all fours, cross the big toes over each other, and sit back into child's pose. So we never have enough time in this class. If you need more yoga, you want more yoga, come on Saturday at 10 a.m. for a full hour of yoga with me. All right, slow transition. Let's go extended child, moving to down dog. Keep the hands and feet right where they are. Curl the toes under, press the hips back, looking at your feet. On the inhale, we lift our heels away from the mat. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. One more time, lifting and lowering. And then just hold your down dog. Tailbone reaches up to the sky. We are looking at our feet, bringing that fresh oxygenated blood into the brain. Now we inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up the hip, turning that hip out to face the right. And you're gently looking under the right arm. Now we bring the hips square to the mat, step the right foot forward. Try to get the foot as close to the front edge of the mat as you can. Take your time coming up so you don't get dizzy. Virabhadrasana 2, hips come up slightly. Left foot turns out 10 to 15 degrees. Bend your right knee 90 degrees. This is warrior 2. We're gonna glance down, make sure we're using almost the entire length of the mat. The front heel should be lining up with the back arch, that midpoint of the foot. And then you're making sure your right knee is bent at 90 degrees. Looks good, everybody. Now we're gonna make our transition. Straighten the right leg, tipping over into triangle. Right hand resting in the lower right leg, left arm reaches up, and making a triangle shape with your legs. We do have yoga blocks for you in the closet if your flexibility is limited. Place the block inside the lower leg. Now rebend your right knee. Let's come back to warrior 2. We're paying attention to our hip bones. The hip bones should be looking at the left side here. This is warrior 2. Now we're moving to warrior 1. Take the right arm, swing it back like you're doing the backstroke. Turn the hips and shoulders to face forward, index fingers pressing together. Now your hip bones should be facing straight forward. If your hip flexors are tight, it might be a little bit turned out like this. Just do what you can. Now here's the challenge in Virabhadrasana 1. The front leg, your right knee is supposed to be bent at 90. That's going to take a lot of effort. So I want everyone to try to bend your right knee just a little more. Focus on your breath. Now hip rotation only back to warrior 2. I didn't pick up my feet. I didn't change my legs. I just rotated my hips. Inhale. Exhale to reverse warrior. Left hand resting on the back of the left leg or the sacrum. Looking up at your right hand. And now we inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, pull the right foot back. Here we are in down dog, alternate heel presses. Take a moment to bicycle out. Now we're gonna take the emphasis to the upper body. Coming forward to plank pose, you're on your knees or your toes. Tuck the elbows in tight, chaturanga, hover. Upward facing dog, on the tops of the feet. Press back to down dog. I'm gonna show you how to modify this. Coming forward to plank, my knees are on the floor, chaturanga. Now I'm going to do cobra instead of up dog, whole front side of the body touches the floor, press back to down dog. Let's do one more together. Coming forward to plank, knees or toes, chaturanga dandasana, up dog, down dog. I want you to try to do 3 or 4 more, going at your pace. And when you finish, you'll drop your knees and rest in child's pose. If 3 or 4 is too much, maybe try to do 1 or 2. There's no judgment, there's no competition here. No one is ever going to count how many you're doing. This is your yoga practice. Listen to your body. Remember, you can spend the whole 30 minutes resting in child's pose if that's what your body needs. Everyone will finish at a different time. If your shoulders are really tired, place your hands on top of your feet. Good idea to take some water. So we're coming to class already hydrated. sipping water throughout the practice. Now making our transition, let's go extended child if you're not already there. Moving to down dog, keep your hands and feet right where they are, curl the toes under, press the hips back, looking at your feet. When we're in downward facing dog, we're careful that we're not forcing the heels down. Be good to your Achilles tendons. Now we inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, open up the hip, turning that hip up to face the left, and you're gently looking under the left shoulder. Bring your hips square to the mat, step that left foot forward. Try to get to the front edge of the mat. Pick your head up, come up slowly so you don't get dizzy. And now warrior two, hips come up slightly, right foot turns out 10 to 15 degrees. Bend your left knee 90 degrees. Looking over the front fingers. Remember, however tall or short you are, you're trying to use almost the entire length of the mat. Left heel lining up at the right arch, that midpoint of the foot. Because we don't have a mirror on this side of the room, you have to use your body awareness. Is your left knee truly bent at 90 degrees? If you're not sure, just bend that knee a little more. When we're at 90 degrees, the muscles are going to get tired because that's a lot of work. Transition, straighten the left leg, tipping over into Trikonasana. Left hand resting on the lower left leg or the block. Right arm reaches up, looking up towards the ceiling if you can. We are making that triangle shape with our legs. Holding the pose, never holding the breath. Rebend your left knee, come back to warrior two. Your hip bones are now looking at the blue EO circle on the right wall. Let's go to warrior one. Swinging that left arm back, turn the hips and shoulders to face forward, index fingers pressing together. Your hip bones, sometimes it's helpful to actually touch the hip bones. They should be looking at the space in front of you. And again, if the hips are tight, specifically the hip flexors, which are right here, sometimes we're a little angled, but the good news is the more you practice yoga, so the more consistent you are coming to this class, those hips are going to open up. They're going to become more flexible. Now, slow transition, hip rotation only, back to warrior two. Your hip bones once again are looking at the blue EO circle on the right wall. Inhale, exhale to reverse warrior. Right hand resting on the back of the right leg or the sacrum. Your left arm can be bent or straight. And now we inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, pull the left foot back. Here we are in down dog, alternate heel presses. So you're going to bend one knee, gently drop that opposite heel, and repeat. Now we're coming forward to plank, dropping down onto the forearms with the palms facing up and the elbows directly under the shoulders. This particular plank really targets the core muscles. However, our form has to be correct. So if you're piking your hips up, if it looks more like this, you're not really doing much for your core. If you're sagging your hips down like this, you could hurt your low back. There's a little test you can do. When we're in this pose and we have correct form, we should feel it almost immediately in the rectus abdominis. So everybody in the room, everyone always laughs when I say this, but you all have a six-pack. Okay, does everybody have a six-pack? Yes, you do, I promise. You might not be able to see it, but I promise that you're all born with what's called the rectus abdominis. There's a big muscle there. Only way you're going to see it is if you have a perfect diet or you're a 14-year-old boy. All right, drop those knees and resting in child pose. For a lot of people, that's just not like a realistic, it's not a realistic or even desirable goal, to be honest. Like that's never been my goal. Our core strength should be about function, but if you want a six-pack, go for it. But you have to have a perfect diet. Slow transition, let's go extended child. We're moving to down dog when you are ready. You're looking at your feet. Let's walk or jump, feet to hands. Folding into Uttanasana, let that head be heavy. Now the hamstring muscles are very warm. So we're gonna try to get our legs 90 to 95% straight. Let your head just hang down, bringing the forehead a little closer to the knees. Now we're gonna stretch our shoulders, clasp the hands at the low back, straighten the arms, coming into standing chest expansion pose. The arms should be completely straight and we're letting gravity bring the hands a little closer to the front of the room. If your neck feels tight this morning, just turn your head from side to side. Careful that you're not pulling on the shoulders, really letting gravity take over. Now release the hands to the mat, bring the palms of the hands down to the floor. If you can't quite get the palms there, we're gonna go fingertips. So you're either in standing table, the palms are down, or monkey. Fingertips on the floor, fingertips on the shins. Now we're preparing to stand up, so we are looking forward slightly. Let's slowly reverse, swan dive up, exhale, closing the pose. And we're gonna do our first balance pose. And for this, there's two poses. We're gonna do one after the other. You might need your towel or strap for the second pose. So the first pose is tree. You're gonna put your weight on your right leg, find your focal point. Left foot comes above or below the knee. And we're going to use our capital L arms. So we're standing nice and tall. We've got three things that help us balance. It's the breath, the focal point, and the core. Now we're going to move our arms and see how it affects balance. So we inhale, center, reach those fingertips to the sky. Exhale to a reverse capital L. We inhale, center, exhale, capital L. So now you're taking that at your pace, listening to your breath pattern. Everyone's breath pattern, kind of like your fingerprints, is unique. So you might have a little bit of a longer exhalation than your neighbor. The right knee stays bent. If you lose your balance, you just reset, try again, don't give up. The only way to improve balance is to practice balance. Give yourself lots of grace. Your legs are tired from strength training. Also, the room is pretty dark. Darker the room, the harder it is to balance. Let's do that one more time each side, going at your pace. And then when you finish, you're just gonna reach those arms up, lifting from the rib cage, and we're closing the pose. Take a second to shake that right leg out. I always like to remind us that muscle fatigue is normal, just like we do strength training. We did strength training, everybody said, I don't feel anything. I would be like, maybe we're not doing that right. So it's very normal. Left leg, the knee is bent, find the focal point. Right foot comes above or below the knee. This time we're gonna do our reverse capital L first. The good news is the more you practice balance, you're still gonna feel that fatigue, but it'll become less. You're getting stronger. Inhale, center, exhale, capital L. Inhale, center, now reverse. So you're taking that at your pace. Don't get discouraged if you lose your balance. Just remind yourself that we're practicing yoga. It won't be perfect. You're training your brain, you're training your muscles, your eyes, all of that. There's so much happening with your optic nerves, so much going on that the more we practice balance, it is truly like muscle memory. Also, the stronger your legs are from strength training, that's going to help you with your balance. So let that be an encouragement to come back to class on Thursday. Constant, steady breath. Ujjayi breath if you can, in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's do that one more time each side. Going at your pace. When you finish, you're gonna reach those arms up, lifting from the rib cage, and release. Everybody feeling some fatigue in that left leg? Totally normal. Now we have one more balance pose, and you might need your towel or strap for this. We have yoga straps in the closet. They look like a big blue belt. Also, just always have a towel with you in case you need it. So right knee is bent, find that focal point. Take your left hand, first two fingers and thumb, wrap around your left big toe, bring the knee out at an angle, and reach the right arm up. This is where I have a choice to make. If I'm struggling, I'm gonna stay here, bent knee. Full posture, you can extend the leg partway or all the way. If I can't reach my foot, I wrap my towel around the bottom of the foot, hold on to two parts of the towel. Check your posture, shoulders back, chest lifted, crown of the head, reaching up to the sky. Supporting leg is always bent. Listen to your breath. People will often unconsciously hold the breath because you're focused so hard on balance. That's going to make it harder. So listening to the breath. You can also come to the wall. You can put your bottom up against the mirror, up against the wall until you find your balance. And then once you got your balance, you're going to push away by 1 inch. Psychologically, the wall is a huge tool. Big help. Slowly release, and we're going to stay where we are. If you're on the wall, stay on the wall. Left knee is bent. Find that focal point. Right hand, first 2 fingers and thumb. Wrap around right big toe. Reach that left arm up. Knee out at an angle. Stay here if you're struggling. Full posture if you wish. Maybe extend the leg partway or all the way. Constant, steady breath. Left knee is bent. Keep your eyes on that fixed, stationary object. We call that a drishti. Make sure you're contracting your core. Check that posture. We're not slouching forward. Chest lifted. Don't get discouraged if you lose your balance. You just reset. Try again. Persevere. I promise if you're consistent, you will improve your balance. It will not happen overnight. It will happen in its tiny little subtle improvement. Slowly release. You're done with balance. Shake those legs out. Great job, everybody. All right, we're standing tall in the mountain. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit into chair. The other thing I forgot to mention is the temperature of the room. It feels great when we do strength training, but it's way too cold for yoga. So I want you guys to bring those layers. Inhale, circle with the arms. You're gonna lift your heels away from the mat, get a little taller, and then exhale, sit. So the only thing I can do, I can't control the temperature of the room, but I can bring movement into yoga, which builds heat inside the muscle. The other thing we can do is ujjayi breath. So if we're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, keeping our mouth closed, that will elevate the body temperature, not by like 5 degrees or anything, but it's a subtle, tiny increase. Conversely, if you're too hot, you exhale out of your mouth, kind of like a dog. I was telling my Saturday class, I used to teach a kids yoga class, and there's a thing called lion's breath. There's a pose called the lion, and then there's lion's breath, and basically I'd have the kids like put their tongue out and breathe, and they just loved that. They thought that was so hilarious. See if you can lift those heels a little bit higher, make your circle a little larger with those arms. This is called the flowing chair. Great way to build heat. We've got a cold room, and we don't really want the muscles getting cold. Let's do that one more time, flowing chair. And then when you finish, you're gonna hold your Utkatasana chair pose. So just like when we did our squats earlier, your knees are bent, you're dropping your booty nice and low. Hands prayer position, twisting to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee, pull the left shoulder back, turning the torso to face the left. See if you can drop your bottom a little bit lower. So visualize a chair that's adjustable. Somebody just adjusted your chair 1 inch lower. Now we come back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, sit, Utkatasana, chair pose. Chest lifted, try to drop the lower body lower. Hands prayer position, twisting to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee, pull the right shoulder back, turning the torso to face the right. Same thing, visualize a chair. Somebody just lowered your chair by 1 inch, drop your bottom a little bit lower. It is normal to feel fatigue through your quadricep muscles. Now we come back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Slipping the hands under the feet, palms facing up. Let your head hang down. So if you're new to my class, welcome to our new people. We love new faces. I've got balance homework. I talk about this a lot. So when you're brushing your teeth tonight, you're gonna stand on one leg. Doesn't have to be a yoga pose, just stand on one leg. 1 minute, and then you change the second minute, go to the other leg. All right, slowly release those hands to the mat. You're gonna step your left foot back to down dog, right foot back to down dog, drop your knees, and we're coming to all fours. So you might need your towel as we go into our pigeon series. It's a 2-part series. Take your right knee, slide it forward. Heel comes close to the groin area. Extend your left leg back behind you. Sit up really tall. We reach the left hand for the left ankle. If you can't reach, you're gonna wrap your towel or strap around that ankle. Now your right fingertips are keeping you upright. So this is the first part of our pigeon series. This pose is called king pigeon. So you're not pulling on the leg. This is a hip opener. We talked earlier about tightness in the hips. We don't want our hips to be tight because it'll cause problems with the lower back. We have a lot of research about that. Now slowly release. You're gonna walk the hands forward. Bring your forearms down. Maybe bring the forehead down as well. This is a great series to do when you're finished. For example, when you're done with your cardio. You never want to do this until your muscles are very warm. Focusing on the breath, using that ujjayi breath if possible. One of the benefits of the ujjayi breath is it automatically and instantly lowers the blood pressure. Now slowly pick that head up. Take your time, bringing the torso up. We're coming back to all fours. I tested that at my doctor's office. They thought I was a little crazy, but it was a fun experiment for me. Okay, we're gonna slide that left knee forward. Heel comes close to the groin area. Extend the right leg back. We're gonna reach the right hand for the right ankle. So here we are in our king pigeon. You're using your left fingertips to keep you upright. So this, we're not rolling down and slouching down to the left. We're keeping the spine elongated, and we're not pulling on the leg. If you can't reach, you take that towel, wrap it around the ankle, hold on to 2 parts of the towel. Sometimes we're really tight in our hips, so we don't realize it until we do a pose like this one. You might have one side that's tighter than the other. That's pretty normal. Now release, bring the top of the right foot to the floor, walk the hands forward, second part of the series. Bringing the forearms down. If you have the flexibility, bring that forehead down as well. So the more you practice yoga, those imbalances will become less and less. I'm not going to tell you that they'll go away completely. Some of it is anatomical, some of it is just things that we do. Everyone has a different gait, like a walking style. Sometimes we favor one side over another. Now slowly pick that head up, bring your torso up as well. We're gonna swing the right leg out in front, then we extend the left leg. Legs are straight. So we're gonna do a pose that is a counter stretch for all the planks that we do. This is called the incline plank. So your fingertips are pointing towards your body and your toes are pointing away. We're gonna inhale, lift up, place the tongue at the roof of the mouth and just look up at the ceiling. So don't throw your head back. Sometimes on the internet, you'll see this pose. People have their heads thrown way back. That's really, really risky for your C-spine. So as a general rule, we're not throwing the head back ever. Now gravity is gonna try to push those hips down. Your job is to use your rear deltoids and your triceps to keep you lifted. It's a great counter stretch. We do a lot of planks, and we don't really do a lot of incline or reverse planks. Now slowly lower your bottom. We have a counter stretch to the counter stretch. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, folding over the legs. Yoga is, I've taught all formats over 33 years. Yoga is probably the hardest one to teach. So be kind to your new yoga instructors. If you guys ever have somebody come in and he or she is new, please be kind. It's much harder than it looks. We're going to try to bring the forehead closer to the knee. Upper back should be rounding. Now we release. We're going to scoot ourselves to the front half of the mat. So you want to have mat space behind you. We're going to come into plow pose. So we are starting with modified plow. You're going to rock your hips up, take your hands to your hips or your sacrum, the low back, and the legs are parallel to the floor. This is modified plow. Full posture plow. I'm bringing my toes to the floor behind my head. Taking my hands on my sacrum, my lower back, or just keep your hands on your hips. Now, if you're in the full posture, if you've got your toes on the floor, we're gonna go for a little baby walk over to the right. Okay, you're not gonna get very far. It's a small range of motion. Then you come back to center, go for a tiny little walk to the left. Come back to center and pause. Focus on your breathing. Plow pose is excellent for releasing tension through the mid and upper back, which I would say all of us have that tension. It's just called life. We sometimes carry stress in our back muscles. Now bring those hands to the floor. Bring your legs together. Use your core strength to bring your back down one vertebra at a time. So we're not just plopping down. You got to resist, resist. Use your core. When your entire back is on the floor, we're going to go to happy baby. Reach through to the insides of the feet, soles of the feet looking up at the ceiling. You may add a rocking motion side to side. This is a good time for you to put your layers back on. As summer progresses, the air conditioning in this room is set by a computer, and it's going to become a little colder. So I know it sounds weird, but I want you guys to bring your sweater or your jacket when it's 100 degrees outside. Now let's bring those feet to the mat. We're moving to corpse pose, Shavasana. Feet a little wider than hips. So easiest yoga pose you'll ever do. You're just lying still like a corpse. Arms out to the sides of the body, palms facing up. You may cover your eyes with your towel or close your eyes. And now we rest. On the inhale, let's bring our knees into the chest, hugging those knees in. Exhale, holding on to the knees, let's begin to make small circles, massaging out the lower back. Pausing in the center, let's reverse the direction of that circle. Pausing in the center, reach your arms straight up to your sides. Let your knees fall to the left as you turn your head to the right. And now we inhale, knees to center. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. Spinal twist. Let's roll over onto the right side of the body in a fetal position. Placing your hands on the floor, we use the arms to slowly, carefully help ourselves up, coming up to a comfortable seated posture. Gently drape the hands over the knees, drop the chin to the chest. Take your head in a semicircle only. Pausing in the center, looking straight ahead, we soften the gaze, releasing the arms. Let's inhale and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, think of one thing you are thankful for. Exhale, namaste. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget about class on Thursday. Come see me 7:50. We warm up. Hope you feel better than you felt when you got here. I hope everybody feels better than you felt when you got here. Me too. That's my goal. That's my goal. Okay, good. You're so great. help her. Well, she teaches, I know she's doing the water class now. Oh, I was wondering, because she seems like she's rushing to get here. Yeah, and you know, I saw she's on the schedule for the water at 8 to 9. Oh. And she teaches at 9. Okay. That's a lot.
All right. I'm going to throw some weights around now.
Yeah, do you want these things? Sure, I'll take those. Okay. You need that one, sorry. I don't want to have to do too much work. All right, well, have a good class. I don't know. Okay, I like it. Rambunctious is good. Good.
Bluetooth mode.
Ask me to know.
Bluetooth mode.
Worth it.
For our warm-up, our regular warm-up bar, and then we're going to need 2 light to medium weights for the last third of the warm-up.
Yeah, so